What narcissists do when they are unmasked. This is what happens when a narcissist is unmasked, when they're revealed for what they really are, and how they typically respond when it happens. Because eventually, it's gonna happen. When you realize that someone in your inner circle is displaying traits that cause you to wonder if they're a narcissist, or at least coming across as one, how do you deal with them? What actions will you take to maintain your values and avoid becoming a victim? It's critical for you to identify these people early on and understand that they will stop at nothing to make sure they're able to demand all your attention. They'll proclaim to be experts on every subject. They'll take credit for other people's achievements. They'll do just about anything to create the appearance that they are the best of the best. You'll start to pick up on the fact that narcissists are always making every situation all about them, and you'll notice yourself becoming annoyed with their grandiose persona. You'll see that the only thing they seem to be interested in, the only thing they really care about at all, is themselves. And the sad part is, by the time you identify them as a narcissist, you've gotten so close to them, it makes it much harder to break away from them. The closer we get to narcissists, the more we start to see through all their bullshit, and we get an understanding of what they really are, what their real intentions are. The sooner you can make sense of what's going on with this person, the sooner you can start taking the steps to protect yourself from them. Because eventually, they'll know that you know what they really are. And when that happens, they'll transform into something totally different. Once you figure them out and unmask them, it will completely change the dynamics of the relationship from both your perspective and theirs. As you cut down the amount of time you spend around them, it will have a negative effect on them, and they'll become more aggressive in their pursuit to get you back under control. They'll go to a whole new level of trying to get your attention, and it can be either positive attention they're seeking or negative attention. It doesn't make a difference, because to narcissists, any attention they can get gives them the belief that they have the upper hand on you. It's super important to understand these things. The more you push a narcissist, the more you try to love them, the more you try to fix them, the more you call them out, the deeper in they will drag you. Don't even think about reprimanding a narcissist, because you'll never get through to them. You'll never make them see things your way, and you'll never get them to understand your side of anything. And trying to reason with them is another big waste of your time and energy, because it just makes them more defensive. They take everything so personal. So they'll flip everything back onto you and claim that all the problems are on you. They haven't done anything wrong. They never do anything wrong. And why is it they always end up getting more out of the relationship than you ever will? Because narcissists don't really have anything to offer anyone else. Their sole purpose in life is to figure out what they can take from you. And that's just the simple truth. When you've spent so much time trying to love this person and you don't get any love back, you'll end up regretting that you've wasted all this time and effort on this person for nothing. And it's a devastating feeling that no one deserves. You'll start to wonder, what do I do now? How do I get out of this mess? Now that things have gotten so out of hand, you try to make sense of it. You put all the puzzle pieces together, and things start to make more sense. When you uncover a narcissist, it becomes so clear what they're up to. So now it's time to come up with a plan. When things have gotten to the point where it's just unbearable to be around them any longer, you're going to have to make some serious decisions. You either have to confront them and give them an ultimatum to change, or you'll have to exit their life for good. Based on my own experiences and reading all the comments I receive on this channel, the latter is really the best way to get your life back. and get back to that person you used to be. When you find the strength and decide to completely leave the relationship, it's better to keep that to yourself. Don't share your intentions of leaving them. Do your best to keep that hidden until the day you leave. And when you do leave, just say goodbye. Don't waste any time giving reasons why you're leaving, because it won't do any good. It will only give them a chance to try and keep you around. And trust me, everything that comes out of their mouth to try to convince you to stay will be a lie. Think about it. You've probably already said everything you can say to get them to compromise, even if just a little bit, and nothing's ever worked. So here's the twisted part about all this, and why you should never confront a narcissist. When you confront them, you're giving them exactly what they want, and that's conflict. By confronting a narcissist and telling them how much pain they've caused you, it's only going to give them more satisfaction. They'll get enjoyment and pleasure hearing how much they've affected your life. Sharing your feelings only gives them another opportunity to keep you engaged. What makes you think this time's going to be any different? I'll repeat myself here because it's so important to understand this. That narcissist is never going to change. They might tell you they'll change. Hell, they'll tell you whatever they think you'll want to hear. But it's only to keep you around as long as possible. And while they're saying and doing everything they can to keep you, they're talking to other people, grooming some new supply, because they know you've unmasked them, and it's just a matter of time before they discard you and move on. Or they know you will eventually leave them, and they do the same thing. They have new supply lined up and ready to go. It's just what they do, guys. Narcissists have a plan for every situation, and that plan is to make sure they have their own ass covered. Narcissists don't care about anybody but themselves, and tormenting you is a form of pleasure and entertainment for them. So just stop engaging with them at all costs. The best way to end the relationship is by eliminating unnecessary conversation. Just stop engaging altogether. When they try and trigger you, find the strength to shake it off and show them they can't negatively affect you anymore. Because when you can do that, it won't take long for them to pack up and move on. When you show a narcissist that you just don't have anything else to offer them, they won't have any more use for you. And that's the best thing that will ever happen to you. Because let's face it, you're the only one that has really felt any pain throughout this whole relationship. And when they claim to be in pain, trust me, it's all fake. It's just another phony performance to keep you around just a little bit longer. So please do yourself a huge favor and put yourself first. Stop pretending that things will ever improve with a narcissist. Stop ignoring the problem and face it head on, because they don't deserve one more second of your attention. With all the challenges we face in life today, don't add on to it by allowing a narcissist in your life, because I can promise you this, it will end up being another challenge in life you just don't need. Thanks so much for watching, and always remember to look out for those signs. Stay alert, be vigilant, be strong, be brave, and go live your best life today.